right, we rented a private boat to go down the river, right? Yeah, check it out, pretty cool. Anyway, they're gonna take us through just a few of the canals, and then we're gonna go see some of the shops and the floating markets and things like that, but it should take about 20 minutes, so I'll put you back on in like 20. Still cruising down the river. Perfect temperature, a little bit humid, but not too hot. This is actually pretty cool, going through the waterways. And the houses all along here. It's just a trip. If you look at these houses right here.
Oh, so cool.
Just right all up and down along the waterway. The new definition of farm to table is like fish out of your kitchen and pull it on. It's now river to skillet. I think that's the term we're gonna go with now is river to skillet in Thailand. The cool thing about these tours is you can rent these boats for like 1,800 baht for 2 hours, so that's roughly around like 55, 56 bucks for a couple of hours, which is really good. And you get it all to yourself. So if you come to Thailand and you're gonna go do one of those tours, some of them are like a half day or some of them are a full day, but you can do your own private tour, and they all know where to go to. Just go through your local hotel. Okay, so we just got shook down. We stopped. Hello. We stopped, and one of the floating market ladies came up to us and gave us, she got every tchotchke you could think of, a Buddha, an elephant, or whatever you want. I said, but then she flips open the cooler and says, "Who wants beer?" I said, "Yeah, I'll take a beer." I'll have a beer. She wants an iced tea. Then she's shaking me down. "You want to get one for the driver back there?" I'm like, "Well, you don't want to leave him out either." So she shakes us down for 10 bucks, which is expensive, but we're giving back to the local community. But however,
Expensive for Thailand.
Expensive for Thailand, and you can haggle them down if you want to. You should, but I need a beer and I don't have time for that. So we're on the water. We just got dropped off at this little market, and the people are so friendly. But this market's actually on the water. Just gonna take you to a stroll on the local market that we're at on the water. Place is super cool. Check this out, look at all these fish. That's crazy. Pretty cool. Okay, so from the boat, kind of part of the market is on the water, and part of it is just like this. So it's like your local farmer's market, but half on the water and half on land. I'm trying to find a scorpion to eat too. They have them here. I know I saw somebody eat one before. Check this out. This is it's kind of like communal eating. Like you buy something from a vendor like this, or like that, and then you take your food and just hang out and eat. Okay, so we came down to Quezon Road to get something to eat before we go to the Muay Thai fight. So check this out. This place seems like it's got a pretty cool vibe. I'm not sure yet. Hope the food matches the vibe here. Found this place. It's absolutely cool. It feels kind of like we're in the middle of kind of a party spot, but the vibe here is just too cool. You can see it kind of feels like you're somewhere in New York. Off to the Muay Thai Stadium. This thing's actually pretty rad. I want to get one from home. Can you imagine me cruising around Newport? This is pretty radical. Okay, so I look like a total dork, so do you. And we're here at near the beach. We just rented a scooter, so we're gonna go cruise around the island a little bit and
Hopefully
check
this
it out.
won't be our last vlog.
Yeah, that's right. But here's kind of the motorbike company. If you ever come here, it's called Cheap and Chips. I think it's owned by an Aussie, so it got good reviews. Anyway, more to come. Oh no, thank you. Oh no, thank you. Okay, so we're down in Patong. We just went by the beach. We rode, almost got killed like 4 times on the scooter, but this is kind of one of the streets down where people walk and shopping. You'll get haggled a bunch by people to buy a suit for $5 or whatever. The best on the planet. Anyway, lots of little bars. This place probably goes off after hours, like a really big party place, which we probably won't be here for, but to give you an idea of walking the streets right adjacent to Patong Beach. It's humid here. I'm sweating through my shirt constantly, but lots of little hot bars like this. Everybody's trying to pull you off the street to come in and eat something or drink something. Taxis, Muay Thai fights, suits, Folkleys that look like Oakley, whatever you want. You know, I'm sure I could get like a Bolex here, but you got your fruit vendors, and it's just cool. All kinds of cool little places. This place has Polaroids all over the wall. just endless ways to spend your money. But really nice people. A little bit like being on the Las Vegas Strip though, with the guys flipping the things for the girls and all that kind of stuff. But in this case, it's sunglasses and suits and whatever else they can, tours or something else, and tuk-tuks and those kind of things. Anyway, we'll be back with you later. Okay, so we're finishing up here at Patong, walking down the little side streets. Hello. And man, that was like getting haggled walking down, like when you're in TJ and they're haggling you for like the taxis or a restaurant. That was nuts. Just the shakedown. Like, hey, buy a suit. You want a suit? Are you hungry? You're gonna be hungry in a minute. Here you go. And it's starting to rain a little bit too, which makes me nervous because I'm on a motorcycle. Oh, now it's really come down. Okay, I gotta go. I don't know how I'm gonna ride the motorcycle back. But you can see it's starting to rain hard, but you see the beach way in the back. Okay, so I've had Thai coffee and I love it. But it's hotter than heck outside and I need something that's... I actually need to stay out of the air conditioning. And so I actually gave in and I went to... I'm in Phuket and I'm actually at Starbucks. Because it's air conditioning and I desperately need some coffee because I have to ride that motorbike again in the middle of that. Well, actually that's tame. Out on the highway out there, it's just a bunch of madness, so coffee please. So we're just about to leave and headed out to Patong Beach just to give you guys a shot of the beach and what it looks like down here. It's hot, man. But here you go, Patong Beach. Somebody like windsurfing up there. Okay, so we made it through the motorbike road ride through the mountains, which is a little bit hairy, but we're now in a beach called Coron Beach, which is, I think it's a little bit south of Patong Beach, and it's really pretty here. It's a little bit nicer than the last place we were at, so I actually like it down here a lot more, but they got the Hilton and some other hotels here. And the beach is beautiful. Still in the same section of Coron, just walking up the street a bit, and they have some same little shops, little barber shops and beauty shops and restaurants, and you got your Hilton, and then you got a lot of your kind of one-off things, but nice. It's unbelievably baking hot though. I'm dying out here. But here's kind of the main street, I think, of this little town, which we're gonna go kind of walk down and check out and see what's here. You don't have the street hagglers like you had in the last town. It's nicer, has a very chill feel. All right, and we're back on. All right, I think this is vlog number probably 7 or 8. Anyway, it's about the highway, mountain ranges in between different cities. This little scooter, and it's a little sketchy. Sketchy driving in the city because you got constant people driving down. On the mountain, it's kind of hairy because you're going up these winding roads and cars are coming behind you. And you can see here, there's some of the. It's beautiful.
By the way, I'm holding this, not him.
Yeah, no, I'm not scootering and driving. But it's a lot of fun. And most of the cars, I gotta say, they kind of are used to this, so they deal with you, and they're used to their own people riding scooters around like this, so it's not that much of a problem driving. Apart from, I do have to say though, with the helmet and the scooter, I look really cool. I know I look cool. I know I don't look like a
Power
tourist.
couple right
I'm
here.
sure I look like a native.
Power couple.
I belong.
Ultimate workout.
We're lost on the island of Phuket somewhere, but check out the scenery from the scooter. Just awesome. Awesome. Perfect. Just want to go got a little bit lost, and so we came down these switchbacks to this little cove and discovered this little beach. Check it out. It's just a tiny little beach, but just amazing. I swear, some of the places you go here, it looks like something right out of the movies. Just beautiful.
Whenever I go to the beach, I be sure to bring my helmet.
The elephants. Woo! We're heading back. We just got back to Patong, and now we're going to be going up for one more. So rather than stay down here tonight, we're going to call it a night, go back to the hotel, probably enjoy some dinner, and go ahead. Thank you. And get off this thing. And you can kind of see what it's like down here, Patong Beach.
If you feel like jamming the music, go on ahead.
Yeah. It's actually a really cool place, and although you get haggled a little bit for buying stuff, the people are all super friendly. So it's one thing that you don't have to worry about too much. Maybe in other countries where you're worried about getting mugged or something, you don't have to worry about that too much here. Smells so good. All right, so we're just leaving the hotel, and we're going to the other side of the island today. So there's our hotel in the background, and gearing up on the bike. This is a disaster. All right, I need some sun, God. We're back. All right, so that was nuts. We just went through the road, or highway rather, to Phuket, and it started pouring as we were coming down, and I was getting really nervous because I'm on we're on a motorbike in the rain, and I'm not like a motorcycle rider, so semi trucks and people pulling out, and it's just crazy here because highlight of the day was me getting passed by like a Muslim lady with her baby on the front, like I was a wimp.
As it's raining.
Standing still, which is funny, but and then the other highlight was a couple of motorcycles riding in my lane towards me on the highway, which is something that I haven't seen before. Anyway, the cool thing about this culture is that what I'm noticing is that when if somebody has to pull out of a parking space and obstruct traffic, or if someone needs to get somewhere through traffic, everybody just kind of swarms around that person and is kind of understanding and lets it go and just makes room. Kind of unlike we do in America, where somebody the road rage or yelling out their window, but they all seem to work together. It's really neat. So I made the executive decision to pull off at a little coffee shop so we could get some green tea matcha cake and actually just take some time off until it dries out. More to come. Okay, so we're off the beaten path, we're in Old Town Phuket. Which is super neat. Take a look. Actually, that's a nice hotel, but for the most part, it's little. It's not like that. It's little markets and street side vendors. Definitely doesn't seem like there's much tourism here or tourists.
Actually, there's another nice house.
There's another nice house. Just as I say that, but most of it is kind of like this up here. If you look to the right. So after driving all over Phuket, we decided that we'd be remiss if we didn't come to the famous Tiger Muay Thai in Phuket. Might actually do some jiu-jitsu here later, but we'll see. Anyway, the big facility out here. The facility is huge. They have this whole hangar. That's probably like 20,000 square feet of bag space and rings and training. And then they have one back. If you look back here, they got one back behind here. I think they got stables where the fighters can sleep and that kind of thing too. One back. If you look back here, they got one back behind here. I think they got stables where the fighters can sleep and that kind of thing too. So you got huge training facility here, training facility in the back. Looks like some conditioning, maybe something like that. And it looks like they got, you know, bathrooms and small, almost like apartments. Pretty cool. Huge facility here. You can see there's another one back behind there. Oh man. So we just came out of, I actually had to get off the road because it was freaking pouring outside. Like, it started storming. It was crazy, and I couldn't actually see where I was driving, so we pulled over, and someone was nice enough to pull us into their little cafe. And it's chicken and beer, so I figured they were nice enough to let us come and sit and get out of the rain, so I think it's only nice to order some chicken and beer, don't you? Okay, so this is what it's like riding on the highway at night in the rain here in Phuket. There's a big bus. Yeah. It's a little bit sketchy. It's a lot of bit sketchy. It's dark, it's wet, and there's like buses and then like little motorcycles and nerve-wracking. It's like riding on the 405 on a moped but the rules are gray. Now we're on the highway, and I'm glad to be back to the hotel room soon, because it takes a lot of stress to like navigate through all the cars, slippery streets, and everything else when you're not like a seasoned, you know, moped rider. Quick video of the hotel in the morning. The only bad thing about getting done with being breakfast and being tired is that you gotta walk back to your little bungalow, and it includes this. Morning. It's like doing Stairmaster in the heat. Hello, morning. Look at the beach down there. Well, this is our last time on the motorbike, so I'm gonna miss this thing. I might have to buy when I get home. I've gotten used to it now. I think I'm a legit rider. I'm not moving up the motorcycle yet, but the scooter, as this lady passes me going like 50, and she's like 12, but I actually like this. I'm gonna be sad when I no longer have it. I can't just cruise around anymore, so we might have to get one. All right, so it's our last day here in Phuket, and it's raining, so we're just doing our last minute shopping and kind of gonna wrap it up. Then we gotta drive and catch a plane.
Hi.
Say hello. But the rain's coming down, as you can see, and if you end up coming here, make sure to get yourself like a little poncho like this, especially when you're on the scooter. I had one. Didn't have one yesterday, and I was soaking wet.
Soaking wet.
So make sure it'll cost you like a couple bucks. But really enjoyed the stay here, but it'll be interesting to get back to the States. I'm gonna miss my pad thai. Okay, we finally gave in and had to take the tuk-tuk. You can't come to Thailand without taking one of these. It's kind of like a jeepney in the Philippines. Take a little bus, you sit on a bench in the back, and they got the sound system hooked up. Little ATV riding through the jungle. We're actually cruising in a line here. Probably not supposed to be on the phone. Hopefully the guy doesn't bust me. Here we go. It's pretty here in the jungle, and it's nice just to be able to cruise around on the ATV. Pretty fun, actually. those ATVs through the jungle out to these mangroves, and it's so cool. And caught some, this dude's fishing out here, just cruising. You gotta see this, it's crazy. This is back in the jungle somewhere. It's just craziness. Houses back there.